And now the accuracy is showing up. And the desire to have fights left to the side. The body shots have been effective, but then the right hands sneak in as well.
Cardinus has yet to land that same shot again that he landed.
The drama surrounding Naoya Inoue's worst night began long before a single punch was thrown. On May 4, 2025, the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas pulsed with a kind of electricity that comes only when a force of nature steps into the ring. The fans knew who they had come to witness. They came for the monster. The Japanese phenomenon whose right hand has shattered champions across divisions, whose knockouts have become viral highlights, whose aura has grown so large it feels like a myth. But myths have their enemies, their long nights, their moments where the story could have ended in catastrophe. And for Naoya Inoue, this night was dangerously close to being the beginning of such a story. One where invincibility cracks, where the canvas shakes, and where an underdog nearly rewrites boxing history. Inoue arrived in America not as a visitor, but as a conqueror. His last opponent, Kim Ee-jun, tried to test him with bravado, taunts, and defiance. He told the monster, "You're not hurting me." But the sound of Inoue's punches told a very different truth. Seconds later, Kim Ee-jun found himself plunged into the shadow realm. His bravado shattered alongside his consciousness. That knockout sent shockwaves through the boxing world, especially as he dared to ask for more punishment. It was a reminder, Inoue is not to be played with. He is not to be mocked. He is to be feared. So when Naoya Inoue traveled to the United States with 4 belts around his waist, the WBA, WBC, WBO, IBF, and the ring titles, all eyes expected another execution. Fans wanted to see the monster perform. They wanted blood, brilliance, and dominance. And Inoue, calm as a blade resting in its sheath, came ready to carve out another unforgettable spectacle. But across from him stood a man who wasn't interested in surviving, in lasting the distance, or in becoming a highlight reel sacrifice. Ramon Dinamita Cardinus was a different kind of challenger, a scrappy, rugged, heavy-handed Mexican warrior built from grit, instinct, and the kind of violence that cannot be taught. His left hook wasn't just powerful, it was devastating. He carried it like a loaded gun, waiting for the moment to fire. And in his mind, he wasn't the underdog. He wasn't the prey. He was the perfect assassin. Cardinus came in with 26 wins, only 1 close loss, and 14 knockouts. But statistics never told the real story. What mattered was the way he moved, the way he punched between punches, the way he believed, not hoped, but believed, that he could hurt Naoya Inoue. His high guard was compact and disciplined. His counters were razor-sharp. And his aggression had a kind of desperation that terrifies even elite champions. In Mexico, they called him Dinamita. But on this night, he fought like an enraged bull who smelled blood before the arena lights even warmed up. When the fight began, the crowd expected Inoue's usual smooth dismantling, the probing jab, the violent counters, the ghost-like footwork. But almost immediately, they realized something was different. Cardinus wasn't backing up. He wasn't hesitant. He wasn't afraid. He was meeting Inoue in the center, applying pressure, refusing to blink. His jab was sharp. His movement was disruptive. And more importantly, every time Inoue stepped into mid-range, Cardinus made him pay with something stiff, something meaningful, something that hinted at the chaos to come. Still, Inoue looked comfortable in the opening round. The monster's timing, as always, was impeccable. He worked the body, slid his punches around the guard, and maintained a patient rhythm. But the danger was there, quiet, subtle, hiding in the space between exchanges. Cardinus was registering every movement, every pattern, every slight drop of Inoue's right hand. And then came round 2, the moment that froze the T-Mobile Arena. The moment that nearly turned the story of Naoya Inoue into a tragedy. Cardinus stepped forward with chilling confidence. He slipped an Inoue attack, took a small, almost imperceptible angle, and unleashed that left hook with full venom. Inoue followed him too aggressively, his right hand low, his weight coming forward. He didn't see it. He couldn't react. It detonated flush on the jaw. The sound of the punch was swallowed by a wave of disbelief. The monster's legs folded. His body collapsed onto the canvas. And for the first time in years, the crowd saw something they never expected to witness. Naoya Inoue flat on the floor, staring up at the arena lights with glassy confusion. The arena went from explosive noise to a suffocating silence. You could almost hear the heartbeat of every spectator as they waited to see if the monster would rise. This wasn't supposed to happen. Not to him. Not now. Not in America. Not in a fight that was supposed to be routine. But Inoue got up. Not with panic. Not with desperation. He got up with anger. Round 3 became a test of both men's resolve. Cardinus continued searching for the same opening. His left hook repeatedly clipped Inoue, stunning him, reminding the champion that the danger had not vanished with one knockdown. Inoue battled forward, but the Mexican challenger's high guard frustrated him. His counters were sharp. His timing was nearly perfect. And for a brief, chilling moment, the possibility of an upset began to creep into the minds of the commentators, the fans, and even Inoue's corner. Round 4 forced Inoue to wake up. He came out throwing fire. But Cardinus, bloodied but determined, fired back with equal ferocity. A clash of heads caused a momentary scare, yet neither man gave ground. It felt less like a boxing match and more like two men fighting for their lives in the middle of a storm. By round 5, the monster began to take back control. He started solving the puzzle, slipping the left hook, pulling after combinations, adjusting his positioning. And though Cardinus continued threatening him with that terrifying counter, Inoue was beginning to see the pattern, the rhythm, the habits. Round 6 became a war unlike anything Inoue had experienced in years. Cardinus pushed him, bullied him, forced him to fight off the back foot. For the first time, someone met Inoue punch for punch without fear. But the problem was that Cardinus was breaking. The body shots, the pace, the pressure. Inoue was chipping away at him, minute by minute. Even though Cardinus roared back with explosive combinations, standing his ground like a warrior refusing to go quietly, the cracks in his armor were widening. Then came round 7. The monster returned in full. Inoue stepped in, unleashed a crushing right hand, and sent Cardinus stumbling backward. The challenger's legs betrayed him, his balance gone. The monster followed with a relentless barrage, hammering him with precision. Cardinus tried to fire back. His heart demanded it, but the damage was overwhelming. A thunderous right hand dropped him to the canvas, and only the bell saved him from being finished right there. In round 8, there was no more mercy. Inoue sensed the end. He stalked his wounded prey, cutting the ring with surgical precision. Cardinus still swung with courage, but his foundation had collapsed. The referee saw the danger rising to catastrophic levels. Inoue smashed him with brutal shots to the head and body, pinning him against the ropes. Cardinus tried to argue. He wanted to fight. He wanted to die on his shield. But the referee, seeing the life draining from him, jumped in. It was over. Naoya Inoue survived his worst night, his closest brush with disaster, and turned it into another chapter of dominance. But this time, the victory didn't feel like destruction. It felt like survival. It felt like rebirth. He had been knocked down, hurt, shaken, hunted by a man with nothing to lose. And instead of crumbling, he adapted, evolved, and punished the challenger until the fight had no choice but to end. But the narrative didn't finish in the ring. Fans and analysts debated the stoppage. Some claimed it was early. Others insisted it saved Cardinus from irreversible damage. His corner moments before the end had threatened to throw in the towel. They knew their fighter had given everything, his pride, his power, his heart. But he was done. Cardinus earned respect that night. He fought like a warrior, pushed the monster to the brink, and shook the boxing world. He nearly accomplished what no one else had been able to do. He turned Naoya Inoue human, even if only for a few minutes. Inoue, 5 months later, returned to the ring and defeated Murodjon Akhmadaliev by decision, breaking his long knockout streak. But the questions lingering over his career remain. Who can stop the monster? Who can survive him? Who can stand in front of him without trembling? Because if one thing is certain after that terrifying night in Las Vegas, it's this. Naoya Inoue may bleed, may fall, may stagger, but he does not break. He learns. He adjusts. And when the storm passes, when the danger fades, he remains the king. The undisputed, undefeated junior featherweight champion of the world. The monster. Naoya Inoue.